This Grow a Garden Summer Update item might just be too broken. If you have a small beanstalk like me, this could be your chance to grow it even bigger. You can use this item to pick up the actual seed of stuff you've planted without destroying the plants, because the seed goes back straight to your inventory. Then you can just plant it back and hope for an even bigger plant. Oh my gosh, it's actually working. This dragon fruit I just replanted is noticeably much bigger than the first. We definitely gotta take advantage of this before it gets possibly nerfed. A criticism I've seen this item get is that it takes long to craft for a one-use item, but now we get 3 per craft, which I think is a bit more fair. Crafting it is pretty easy. It only requires 3 items, the harvest tool being the most expensive item at 30 million shekels. The common eggs are well common, so they're always in the shop, so make sure to always cop those for the craft. The time, I will agree, is a bit too much, so you got me messed up. If you think I'll be waiting around, I'll skip the process instead. This should cover my farming addiction for a while. I want to be financially responsible, so crafting the item straight with Robux is something I'll hold off doing until I run out of materials to make them. Because if I just go ahead and add the materials needed, the skip option is much cheaper. Yeah, look at that, just 49 Robux compared to 200 for one without materials. And just you look at that, the common egg keeps getting a restock. Who needs those mythical eggs when we can get these instead? Alright, now unfortunately I ran out of common eggs. I never thought to buy them in the shop, because who the hell would need common eggs? Or so I thought. So lesson learned, guys, make sure to get useless stuff, because you actually never know when it will become useful. 3 more in stock again, don't mind if I do. I can make 9 more since each gives 3. So now after claiming these last 3, we're gonna have a total of 101 reclaimers to use, which gives us plenty of chances to hopefully get a massive overgrown plant. I was going to start by getting a few sugar apple seeds since it's the only prismatic seed available in the shop, but who actually wants a giant version of that? Instead, we can plant my favorite prismatic seed, the beanstalk, in hopes of getting a massive one. I know for a fact that replanting seeds make the size different, since it happened to the one I planted at the start for the intro, which is this one. I know it's not big, but it's noticeably bigger than the one before. Also, before y'all start yelling at me for not using these sprinklers, I'm here to tell you massive-looking seeds are purely based on RNG luck, so placing something like this doesn't make the plant bigger, just the fruit. That being said, I'll still try the sprinkler method later, just in case you never know. But alright, let's see how big this beanstalk grows. I love placing it down, knowing I can just pick it up to try again without losing the seed, which is what I'll be doing for sure, because this one's small. Bruh, I can't even reclaim it until it's fully grown. Well, that's annoying. Well, I guess for the time being, I can go ahead and place down some cactus seeds, since those can also grow to be huge. And these seeds are no longer in the shop, so if it wasn't for the reclaimer tool, I wouldn't be this bold by planting them all down without a care in the world. But alright, let's see. Are we gonna have a grower in here by chance? I hope so. Dang it, the first one's small out, that one too, and that one, dang it. And even the last one, okay, tough luck, I guess. But it's fine, because that's the point of this experiment, to keep replanting seeds until we get massive ones. So how about now? Okay, still not, but it's fine. Look at the size difference between the big one I have versus the ones I just planted. And I've seen bigger ones than mine, so hopefully we get one of those in a bit. So here, no big deal, let's pick them all up and try again one more time before trying some different type of seeds. Dang it, nothing good. The middle one is a bit bigger, but not massive like we want them. Let's reclaim some other seeds in my garden so I can replant them again. I got like 2 extra dragon fruit seeds, so we can start off with that. In the meantime, the others can grow so I can reclaim them then. I hate how I can't reclaim seeds until they're fully grown, but I have a solution for that in a bit. For these, I'll use the basic old reliable watering cans. Oh, wait, that's a massive one. We actually got one already this early on. That's crazy. Because I'm not mistaken, right? For a dragon fruit, the size of this thing is bigger than a cactus at a big size. That got me hyped up, so let's look for valuable seeds in my inventory to plant them down together. Mango, ember lilies, beanstalk, and coconut seeds are pretty valuable fruits that I wouldn't mind having massive versions of, so let's see if we get lucky again. Also, since I'm planting way too many seeds, I ain't waiting for them to be fully grown. I'll just buy the Grow a Garden Pass. I'll plant the coconut and ember lilies here since the other side is already full. We really went all out. So it's only ideal to skip the waiting process for 375 Robux. It's a little expensive, but hopefully it's worth it. All right, let's find out. It's a jungle in here. I really wonder if it's gonna work. Seeing a lot of small ones already like that ember lily and this coconut, which didn't grow to the size I wanted, plus it's not fully grown. Did I just get scammed? Wait, look at the size of the giant dragon fruit fully grown out. That's actually massive, dude. I can't believe we already got a giant one from doing this method. Wish I could say the same thing for these others, but man, I ain't seeing anything massive in here. Guess we only got one. I mean, I ain't complaining. We can do it again. This is actually so cool. I've always wanted a giant plant, so being able to take them down and replant them again is great. I love this method. Also, does anyone know why the coconuts don't grow under the Grow a Garden Game Pass? It's either a glitch, or I'm just being straight up scammed, because I can't even reclaim the seed until the tree is fully grown. Let's also move this massive dragon fruit out the way. I would hate myself if I accidentally reclaimed the seed. I would actually cry. But speaking of moving stuff, I'll move back this small beanstalk I have to reclaim its seed and give it a second chance of becoming huge. Look at how small it is compared to the other one also. I kind of feel zesty talking about beanstalk sizes and comparing sizes. But whatever, let's get to replanting. It ain't gonna do itself. Of course, we gotta pay again because we ain't waiting for all that. Hopefully, this also grows the coconuts from last time too. Oh my gosh, nothing good again. Why does everything in here looks malnourished? Dang, someone feed these damn plants. They're small as hell. Reclaiming the seeds got me feeling like that one gif of Squidward erasing graffiti of himself being called a loser. Next badge of seeds, come on, Jandil, please give me your massive beanstalk. I mean a giant beanstalk, not actually your beanstalk. Dang it, nothing good again. This might take a while. We got this average-looking beanstalk. It's not as small as the other ones, but I'm either going big or going home. I want a massive one. Of course, no diddy. I'm talking about the fruits in my garden, which didn't grow to the size I wanted again. Dang it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna spare this last beanstalk and save it. I know it's not a massive one, but it's still pretty big compared to the rest. Matter of fact, so we can keep placing down the same amount of beanstalk seeds, I'll trade it in with this small beanstalk I had at the front of my garden. It's so small that I didn't even know I had it, so it's a pretty good trade. A pretty great trade, actually, because I can't even fit it in the same spot the other small one was, and I ain't complaining. So come on, I wouldn't mind having that same problem again. I love big plants, especially beanstalks. But go figure, nothing good again, so it's time to pull out the sprinkler method and see if there's a difference. Here's another above-average looking beanstalk. I'll see if I can keep this one and replace it for a smaller one. Yeah, look, there's one right there. I can take the seed of that one and spare the bigger one. Matter of fact, do I have more? Yeah, check out this small one hiding in between other plants. It's so small it doesn't even look like a beanstalk. Even more right here, looking back at stuff I've planted, they've grown so small I forgot about their existence. That just goes to show how much size actually matters. But anyways, now that I picked up more seeds, it's time to pull out the sprinkler method and see if there's any difference, which I highly doubt. Guys, I'm an idiot, and when placing down sprinklers, since time is going to start ticking down, I get nervous, so let me scout the area first. Also, look at the range of the other sprinklers. I'ma have to add multiple of those to cover everything. Okay, basic sprinkler followed up by a master sprinkler right here. Then move to the left and do the very same thing. That's not going to cover the bottom, so we also got to make sure to place them down here in the bottom left. Now to match the top, also got to cover the middle here. So there we go. Ooh, what the hell? What a freaking moron, dude. I accidentally placed down a master sprinkler there. What an idiot. I knew it was going to smooth. I always mess up one way or another. I gotta hurry now. Dang it. Just to be safe, I'll add another master sprinkler in the middle so it covers everything. This is what I get for being a freaking moron. All right, whatever. Let's just spam and place down every single seed I have so I can exit the game and let the sprinkler method run its method. Okay, boom. That's all. Let's get the hell on out of here. I might just leave it overnight instead of an hour, to be honest. It's actually past 3 a.m., so I'm gonna hit the hay. I heard leaving longer makes plants grow even bigger, so might as well test that out. So I'll see y'all in the morning, even though for y'all it's just gonna be a normal cut, and don't worry, this is an alt account, I ain't in my main. I bet I actually had y'all fooled there for a moment, right? It's been like 16 hours since the last time I logged in. I didn't just wake up. I was busy conducting business, aka being lazy. But moment of truth, let's see, is being away that long really worth it? Or should we just plant seeds without sprinklers? Okay, it's still loading in. Maybe that's a good sign. I may have massive plants that take forever to load. I understand, please take your time. Yeah, okay, so that's how we left it earlier now, but how does it look now? Come on, is there something massive? Do we see anything good, guys? I fear not, dang it, but I ain't surprised I called it at the start. Remember I said the fruits that grow will become massive, but not the branches or plants themselves. That's just RNG luck. So myth busted, I guess, at the cost of 2 of my master sprinklers. But whatever, cuz not only do we have more reclaimers, but got some squirrels too. Why do we need an ugly rodent like the squirrel, you may ask? Well, let me go ahead and show you just why. So if we click it and view its stats, it's gonna oh hello. I think it's glitched, but basically this is its ability. It has a chance at duplicating a seed when planted. Of course, the rarer the seed, the lower the chance, but still. I'm not sure why the ability isn't showing in game. Hopefully it still actually works. I'm gonna try it anyways. I mean, mean, why not? It won't hurt to try. I'll also pair them with my queen bee, which resets a pet's ability every so often. Please don't judge her by the way she's massive due to the fast food she's been ordering lately. Anyways, for this round, let's only do coconut seeds and beanstalk seeds together. We have 10 beanstalk seeds and 13 coconut seeds. Keep that in mind to check if the squirrels work. All right, planting the last few ones here, and we can now move into skipping the growth. Honestly, it might be better to plant everything I have because it's charging me just for growing 2 types of seeds when I could just do all. Y'all see anything interestingly massive? Honestly, I see the coconuts are small, but damn, look at all these beanstalks all piled up together. They're a decent size, but nothing massive. Coconuts are still not fully grown even after the game pass. This has to be some sort of glitch, right? Because I've said it before, but I actually feel like I'm getting scammed. Should I keep this beanstalk just in case it's kind of the same size as my others? Dang it, I want a really massive one though. Thankfully, we got 105 reclaimers, which means 105 more chances. Also, I know we already said the master sprinkler doesn't work, but I'll add one right now to combine it with the Grow a Garden Game Pass. While we wait on the coconuts to grow to be reclaimed, let's grow the rest of the seeds I have. This should also grow those damn coconuts. They're lucky I want a big version of that, otherwise I would have shoveled them instead. Dang it, I'm low-key starting to lose hope. The reclaimers are also gonna start to run out faster than I thought, so it ain't looking too good. For extra luck, let's go ahead and place a master sprinkler, cause why not? Dude, watch, it's gonna be just the fruits themselves being massive, I bet. Yeah, see, I told you just big balls and no big beanstalks. How unfortunate. I just realized I'm gambling with plants in a Roblox game. That's kinda insane to think about. What the hell am I doing with my life? And of course, nothing good from this one. So let's go straight to reclaiming. I don't want to see them in my sight. As we near our final reclaimers, this might be one of our last chances to get something massive. So will it be here, or will it be in our final Grow a Garden skip? Well, it's gotta be in the next ones then. Since I won't have enough reclaimers left to pick up the seeds to try again, we had to go all out with the sprinklers. So this is it, guys. After what I get, I'll be stuck with some since I won't even be able to take back all the seeds. So make sure to subscribe with notifications on. That doesn't bring the luck up, but let's pretend that it does and maybe it'll actually work. Wait, oh my gosh, y'all see that right there? Am I tripping or is that massive trunk of a tree? I'm scared to go up to it. I actually think we hit the jackpot, oh my gosh. Well, never mind, it's just massive coconuts. I don't know how to feel about ending with a garden filled with massive balls. I mean, at least I did in fact get a massive dragon fruit, and mind you, it was within like the first 10 reclaimers, so you don't have to use as many as I did, as it's just luck. What do you think about this new summer item? Do you think it's broken or is it just mid?